Hello, welcome to Z Explains BG. I am back since I lost to Dougie in the semifinals of this tournament. And we got the finals here. John on the bottom, Dougie on the top. Looks like Dougie's up 1-0 to 9. 9-point match. A black on roll obviously is nothing. John has something. Offhand, this looks like it should go double. It should be at least a double. With black on the roof against a 5-point bar. Okay, so it gets double pass. Yeah, probably. I mean, taking wouldn't be crazy there because the race, I mean, it's not like John can cover easily. And so the three place probably going to like pick up in some fashion. So there's going to be like an open point probably. And Dougie's board is pretty good. So actually the pass isn't that clear to me there. Yeah, I'd have to take a good look at it to have a real opinion. All right, so John's doing this hit and split play. Yeah, this looks sort of more like it to me, but I don't know. You got to play 13-7, 6-3 also. Run all the way, run all the way. So yeah, about 4 different plays there, which I can't rule any of them out. 13-7, 6-3 maybe. You know, kind of hit at a time when black wants to build. Keep the distribution nice, get another builder in the zone. Maybe that's worth more than running. A tough play, though. 13-4, I mean, sort of hits off the better point, but it was riskier, and the distribution's all screwed up, you know? Stack on the 6, stripped 7 and 8 points. So, yeah, not easy. Okay, offhand, this looks pretty good. Obviously, a lot of options there, including hitting twice. Or hitting twice might have been worth a look. Because this way, like black comes in and makes the 5-point a lot. You know, you're taking a lot of risk by hitting twice, but they're getting hit back isn't a big deal. Getting away with it is tremendous. Yeah, it's at least worth a look there. It was 1-1 for Dougie. He's got the whole roll here. Okay. Makes a nice little 4 prime, but leaves white alone. Like he doesn't anchor here, so white has some decent attack stuff. It doesn't quite connect well. Let's see, he could make the 2. He could make the hit twice. Interesting. Maybe this is a bit much against the decent black structure. What about just making the 2 points? Making the 3 seems a bit much too. Okay, so he plays like completely safely here. Doesn't go after black. Interesting. Huh. Yeah, a lot of tough plays so far. I probably would have found some attack play there though. All right, so black on roll. Obviously, black. I don't think black has anything here. It's not completely obvious because he comes in and hits, and then white has a million men behind a awesome 4 prime. But black still is kind of trapped too, and he's up on the bar. So yeah, I would not cube this. Pretty good shot, coming in and popping out, covering the outfield nicely. I mean, he'd probably rather hit, but this is pretty good too. Yeah, Oh no, I'm sorry. I was thinking he could actually it could enter with a 4, pop out with a 5, but no, you can't do that. Yeah, no, so that was not a good roll. So why did he play 6-2 though instead of 13-9? Huh? Didn't want to get hit on the way out or something? I don't know. Builder on the 2 is like horribly placed. Builder on the 9 is pretty well placed. All right, so you come in and probably cover as opposed to hopping out. But he hops out. I mean, I don't like about this. There's a double shot and you don't get to put your board together. So maybe this is a little more going for it. And you might get to anchor here. If it's just a single shot, then yeah, I think you do pop out there. And it's not crazy to pop out into a double shot. It just looked like, you know, because I would have played it like John did there. Okay, black on roll, so 6-4, because you keep the anchor here. So this looks pretty clean if you play 15 to 11. You can also hit 8 to 4 and then play 12 to 6, or it's making the ace. Yeah, this is a plan also. Okay, so maybe making the ace is better than this. Like it seems like this gives white a lot of good options, like both anchoring and running is on the table. So you're not really causing white any problems by doing this. I mean, you point dance, you get a cube in right away. So that's probably the way to go. Well, the Dougie does seem to be making this working. He can hit and pop here. And it looks like he has a cube coming up. So it's probably double pass. 5 is so bad. Yeah, all plays are equal, I think, because it's all just double pass now. Except 6 to 1, where you're too good, maybe. I don't know. All right, black on roll. Okay, so Dougie's up 2 to 1. So a slight score effect here, I think. I think the 808 player should be pretty aggressive, especially in gammonish positions with the initial cube. And black has to worry a little bit more than usual about losing 4. So something that's like gammonish positions that's like a take for money could be a solid pass at the score. If John doubles, if white doubles black here. Okay, pretty good. And then yes, I like this. I mean, obviously, you can build a point, but I would hit with the last one. Got the stronger board. You do want to escape the guy. So this is absolutely correct. And then you can even double the dances. Probably just the dances, I would think. Yeah, I think it just should go double take. Again, even if this isn't a cube for money, I think you have a little more incentive to double at the score where there's some gammons floating around. So I like this. And then I would take it as black. I mean, it does lose some gammons, like I said, but I think it's only a 2-point board, and there's enough long-term contact there. So despite the score, I would have taken that. This is wrong. You're supposed to hit with the 3-1 here. Generally speaking, if you can hit on your opponent's side of the board in the opening, or make one good point on your side of the board, generally it's correct to hit. And that position is no exception. If you can make 2 good points on your side of the board, or you can hit on your opponent's side of the board, often it's better to make 2 good points, but that can go either way. All right, looks like white got a good hidden sequence there. Yeah, this doesn't do much, but he can at least clean up the blot on the 16. I'm not seeing anything better. And then black on roll. Alrighty, so this looks good. I would make the 11. There's better builders, but the 11 points, I don't know. He's got his 5-point close. The 11 points doesn't have a ton of value. It has some value though, and it's safe, So I would have probably made the 11 there with the 2. Splitting twice, 24 to 20, 24 to 22. That's sort of a play too, but I don't know. I wouldn't. It looks like maybe other stuff is better, because that is the downside where you're getting attacked a lot. Alrighty, John on roll 3-5. Okay, nothing better than 8. Playing to the 8 points. 5-1. Nothing better than 9 to 3 star. Good. Oh, great shot by John. I would just go for it here. Hit twice. Good. Looks like Harry's supposed to play backgammon. And then he's either, if black misses with a non-double. Actually, misses with a non-double. He's either too good or it's double. Oh, no. He answered with 1. Yeah, offhand, I'd say this is double pass. Not a take and not too good. Like, I don't know. He's almost always going to cover that point or do something better, Attack on the deuce, say. It looks like too big of an edge to me. Black has some compensation, but it's only one. It's only one white checker back, and I think the front position, white's front position, is just too powerful here. Black could get a second anchor, but against strong play, John's a pretty strong player. I don't think the back game raised to be very good, even if you do get the second anchor. So I think that's good cube handling by both players. It's not, no, it's not too good. Yeah, if I'm wrong, it's double take, I think, but I don't think it's a take. Oh, great shot by John. Yeah, I go full blitz here. All right, this is enough to cube. I don't know about the take pass. Probably would not take at this score. I guess you could argue this one's too good, but I don't. I mean, black has the anchor and there's these open points that are going to stay open for a while. So yeah, I would cash this one in. And I think the edge is just too big to even consider taking. Especially the 6-away score. Where you take and lose, white gets this comfortable 4-away score. So black should be pretty conservative here, I think. Good. Again, good cube handling, I believe. Oh, great shot by black. So if you dance here, it's not kind of a good reference position to know. For money, it's double take. You know, if someone splits with a 6 and then double 6, making the 2 good points and then dancing, I think that's always double take for money. But the take isn't super close, but it's getting a little. The take's closer than the double, I think. So at the score, maybe it was like double pass on the dances there. It doesn't come up all that often, but it's a good reference position because sometimes you can compare other positions to it. So it's sort of good to know that that's double fairly close take, but not super close take. All right, white on roll. Looks like white made a nice anchor. Yeah, nothing wrong with 9 to 3, 6 to 4. Black on roll. Yeah, nothing better than this. I would lie. I mean, you don't have to. You can keep things spread in the backfield, but that might give white some license to like play. Like he could play 13 to 11, 6 to 3 now if he wanted, right? Because of the 2 black blots. He could do that. He probably couldn't do this if black locked up the 2-point there. Is he gonna play 3 to 2 again? Like again, I would because there's a chance that white has a little bit more license. I would do this. Although here just 11 to 2. No, I don't think this is right. He's down in the race. So the upside to getting away with this is somewhat limited. And the downside is you get blown off the board. If you're like largely up in the race and you had a stronger board, you could justify a play like that maybe. But this base is correct. Good play by John. I guess he's going to play 3 to 2 again. I see. I don't know about this. It keeps the best home front, but it does black. See, black's up in the race, so you want to maybe keep the. You maybe want to keep the far back points. There's better stuff than this, though. I mean, 13 to 11 squared could be correct to keep the best board, but I mean, I see what John's thinking. He's down in the race, so he wants to keep the 0.6 away. So it goes with the best board. Yeah, there's all sorts of like 6 to 2 is a real play, I think. Or 13 to 12, 4 to 2. That's sort of a nice. That's sort of an okay compromise. But I can't really fault what John did. Keeping the board intact, still keeping some decent contact. Maybe I would have ended up playing it like John actually. Because you still have some pressure on that back point, just not as much as if you're blocking the 6s. You do get no more time this way. He's going to have an easier time keeping his 11 than he would have keeping his 13 point. All right, so I would get some flexibility here. Clear the 8 point with this. I mean, you could keep a better block and some more landing spots by crunching your board, but I don't think it's worth the compromise in the board position. Like, this is pretty nice. This is good flexibility for the future. For like somewhat worse blocking position. Black on roll. Okay, so he's up a bunch of pips. But yeah, he did too much contact to double this against that awesome white position. 9 here you could maybe justify running. All right, 5-2. I guess this is convenient enough to keep all the outfield assets and the backfield asset. So I'd make the ace point here. Has the benefit of actually you can now cover the 6 point with a 5. So I don't know what I would do here. I mean, like clearing the 7s I think is a real play versus killing a checker like this. I would make the 3 point over playing 6-2 just to keep more checkers alive. But I'm not sure how this compares to clearing the 7. I guess Dougie's thinking about saving a 6, which is maybe pretty important. Oh, so what do you do here? I guess it's not too dangerous to do this now that black has the blot. Maybe that's an argument for playing like 6-2 last turn, not leaving the blot on the board. I think I would probably play it like that. Now this is so he's gonna break his board here, but he gets to keep his long-term anchor also for like a while. So yeah, I wouldn't break this is too big of a compromise in the board. I think it's either 20-13 or 14-4. Not worrying about the shots too much because you got the awesome board to back you up, and black's board is a little in disarray. All right, so here you play 11-5, and then yeah, Dougie should double this, I believe. It's probably double take. Yeah, the twos are pretty crushing. It's got some other big nice rolls like 5-5. On the other hand, John's up in the race before the roll anyway. No, John is down in the race, but there's still a bunch of contact there. So he doesn't roll a 2, and you get a lot of like mostly winning shots, either right away or down the line. Yeah, so I think that was good cube handling. Ooh, great shot by Dougie. I assume he's hitting. Get a few gammons here by hitting. It's a little remote, but not crazy. So it doesn't seem like it's any more dangerous really than bearing off a guy without hitting. Maybe it's a little more dangerous, but only a little bit. Like here, for instance, like a dance here, then 6-6. Or 6-4 even. It's a shot this way. Well, if he didn't hit and white hung back, this would be safe. So I guess there is some swing there, but again, extra gammons and taking white out of the race is worth hitting there. So I think Dougie did play it correctly. All right, great shot by John coming in with the hit. Okay, he picks up. Okay, I guess that's right. Yeah, now we get, well, the score reversed, you would consider cubing this, but no, you don't. It's got black has 4 off, and the pip count is still in black's favor. So yeah, good no double. Not sure about this versus spreading things out. Oh, this looks a little funny to me because the outfield coverage isn't very good here. Let's see, rolls like even 6-4, 6-5. He's not even coming into a direct shot there. So this seems more like it, or maybe I'd actually make the 10. Leave nothing. You don't mind getting hit on 6-6 that much though, if you do the other play, because it kind of wins anyways. Okay, and no double here. Black looks like he's winning even before the 5-5. Yeah, I just couldn't Dougie just kept entering there. All right, looks like it's going to be 4-4, 5 away, 5 away. So that's for the newer players. That's how you want to think about the scores. You don't want to think about it as like 4-4 and a 9. You want to think about it as both players need 5 points to win the match. So in other words, 4-4 and a 9 point match is the same score as 2-2 and a 7 point match, for instance. So it's a good habit to get into thinking about the scores that way if you're new to the game. Alrighty. Book play here is to run all the way. Not sure what the book play is here. I mean, I would do this, but I'm not sure how this compares to slotting. Probably would not do this. I think I would make the 10 and the 3 there. So a little safer, and you're still getting 2 decent assets. In fact, you're kind of getting 3 assets because you're keeping your 8 points, and you get to unstack the heavy. You get to unstack the heavy midpoint. All right, white on roll, good shots. And then 24 to 21 nicely connects and gets the back man going. So I don't think there's anything better than that. Yeah, this is good. Yeah, see how the checkers are sort of connected in the outfield there? Ooh, got punished. Okay. I don't know about hitting here. I mean, you're kind of leaving a double shot either way, though. So I guess you might as well hit. I don't know. Still a little costly to give up the midpoint, but hitting has its merits. If you had he could hit off the 3. That's still kind of. I mean, it's kind of a triple shot this way, you know. He's got some 3s, some 2s, and some 5s will hit. But he keeps his midpoint, you know. So maybe he had a point there, so to speak. Yeah, I was thinking 13 to 10 was the hit, but yeah, maybe 6 to 3 is better. Keep keeping the midpoint. Unstacking the heavy 6 point, you know. And you could just not hit and play 17 to 14, keep the block count down. That was sort of a play too. All right, 1-5. Okay, hits twice. I'd be a little inclined to hit twice there, but I don't know. Black has these blocks in the outfield, you know. Kind of want to keep black busy. Alrighty, I think you just make the 4. All right, black on roll. He's got nothing. He's hoping to anchor. This looks good, I guess. Now they're not this. Why not play 15 to 10 there? Keep the block count down. Keep the shots down. A 3-1 is duplicated again. Yeah, I would 21 to 17. Gives up the anchor, but I don't think he really. Yeah, this is a big error, I think. Right, so what he's thinking is he doesn't want to give up the anchor to hit. Well, black has the stronger board. I don't think that's a huge consideration though, because black after the hits, black is going to have 4 checkers back, and there's only like 7 checkers in the zone ready to attack white. So I really don't think it's. I don't. And he's given up a good point anyways. So yeah, that wasn't right. In fact, there might have been. In fact, if he doesn't hit, there's probably something better. Anyways. All right, this is reasonable. Okay, he gets this another chance to hit, give up the give up the midpoint, but he does the same thing. It's in the inner board to keep the midpoint. Dougie misses but cleans up nicely. All right, yeah, so this is good. You could pile all the guys on the 21 point, but you do want your board locked up, and you kind of have enough flexibility after John's play anyways. Like you can still leap a guy pretty reasonably here. So I like what John did with that 3-2. Black on right. Yeah, the double offhand is pretty reasonable looking. Yeah, I think it's due to White's screw up front position. I think it's the take that's more the question. In fact, I would not take. Yeah, I think that's a good pass. There are some gammons floating around there too. Yeah, White's front position is too messed up, and Black's position is just too sound, and he's got the shots in the outfield. So while I don't think it would be crazy to take that, I kind of agree with the pass. And then you want to make the 11 here. Black's up on the bar, so you want to rush the builders in the zone so you can possibly get a good attack going, rather than make the 22 point. And then you double the dances here for money anyways, and at the score where gammons are fairly valuable. This is a big take though. This is a decent reference position to know. Not that it comes up exactly like this, like I say, but knowing this is sort of double big take for money, you might get like similar stuff. Like you might get a position that's like slightly better than this that is not clear whether it's a double or not to you. But if you know this reference position, if you know this is a double, then you can find those doubles pretty easily. And yeah, the score, I don't think the score is a big deal here. I mean, gammons, like I said, gammons are a little bit more valuable than at say 0-0 in a long match, a little bit. On the other hand, Black's take point at this score is a bit lower than usual in non-gammonish positions anyway. So I would treat them mostly like money and think this is double take. Maybe you want to be a little more conservative due to the gammons, but yeah, not enough to pass that. So that's a pretty big take even at the score. Okay. Seems fine. Duplicating 6s and 4s. All right, this looks like a good play. Locking up the 2 good points. Okay, so it's 4-way, 4-way. Okay, so if you build up some gammon threats, you can double quite aggressively at the score. Doesn't look like there's going to be big gammon threats this game, though, with this sort of mutual holding game stuff going on. All right, a bunch of plays there with the 4-2. Like you had the 9 point there also. Or the 4 point. Oh, great shot by John, he can make the 5. Okay, yeah, he's supposed to make the 5 point. Yeah, this is absolutely correct. Filling in that gap for good, and then probably doubling a low number here. Yeah, he needs to double the low numbers here. Even in non-gammonish positions, I think maybe you should be a little aggressive at the score usually. But it depends how powerful your opponent's recubes rate to be. Yeah, no, you don't do this. If that gap stays open, it's going to be a big problem for White. So he's thinking, oh, maybe I can fill it in later, but it's kind of only 2 clean builders for it. It's 10 points. 10 points a bit of an asset, but it's also a bit of a liability here. So since he didn't fill in his 5 point, I don't think he can cube this. I think it'd be cubing the other way. Oh, it wouldn't be crazy to cube even this at the score. All right, yeah, nothing better than 13 to 7, 8 to 6, I would say. In fact, I'm not seeing another safe play, to be honest. I guess you can play 13 to 11, 8 to 2, and just leave a few shots, but why not play 13 to 7, 8 to 6? Seems like, I don't know, this is 4 shots where Black is very happy to hit, Seems like the builders are maybe even better the other way. Would have played a lot better had he made the 5. Just play 13 to 5 here or whatever. Yeah, so this is correct. Found it. So 17 pips. Yeah, again, it's some easy take with the 5-point open. The score wouldn't be nuts to double this. Oh, this is wrong. Yeah, you played that too hastily. Like you can clear the midpoint for a few shots and get great builders for the 5. So that's better, I think. Or even clearing the 10, maybe getting great builders for the 5 is better. I probably would have cleared the 11. I probably would have cleared the 13, leaving a shot on the 11, and then possibly double the next turn. I kind of do the same thing here. All right, black's got the 4 shots. 5, 2, 6, 1, 4, 3 is blocked. 6, 2 doesn't do nothing. The 13 to 7, 6 to 4 is a decent try. You lock up the 7-point, but I don't think you're hitting much next turn. This is better builders for the inner board, better for the raise. Yeah, so double take seems okay here. I mean, he's got black. It's close to a money take on the race alone. With the 5-point open, is probably plenty to take for money, and the score maybe argues for black being a little conservative, but not enough to make me think this is a pass. Yeah, so I think that's good cube handling. Might be a little leery about leaving anything here. So you can play 11 to 10 combined with either 8 to 3 or 7 to 2. Yes, this looks right. Or 7 to 2. I don't know. 7 to 2 actually might be slightly more accurate because the ace point is made. And 7 and the 1 don't go well together because they're 6 apart. And the builder might end up on the 1 later. Ugh, gross. Oh, he got missed. And then John is having trouble bringing this home. But I guess he should. Oh, yeah. I think there's a problem with this, actually. Even though it looks like it saves a number, saves the 2s. I think black has to split here with the 1. Yeah, this is the problem. Well, he should make his 1 point instead of doing this, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he's thinking about getting hit back and picking up more checkers, but I think you just lock up the 1 point there. Okay, so now the split's a bit of a liability, but I think he did constrain. I think he did seriously constrain white for a roll. Alrighty. Okay, this hits the most, I'm sure. Yeah, it looks pretty well constrained here. You're going to get a double shot. Oof, and black should probably double this. Yeah, black should double this. He's a favorite, and in a lot of sequences, is the last chance to use the cube. So the take point's quite elevated at the score. It's 32%. So let's see. There's 20 hits. I mean, white might win just like one of those or something. 1 out of the 20. So let's see. He's got to win 11 of the. In order to get to say 33%, he needs to win 11 of the 16 misses in order to take that, which he doesn't do. He's not like he's not a big favorite on the misses. So I think that was actually a pass. Although he gets a little bit of life after death here. I mean, if the take point was 25%, he would take that, I think. But since the take point is more like 32% at the score, I think he should actually pass that. And it might not be that close. So why wouldn't you hit the second checker here? Yeah, you got to hit the second checker here. Give yourself a little bit more time to roll the sixes. You know. He's worried about cleaning. Yeah, no, no, this is absolutely correct. And the thing is, like being passing and being four-way, two-away. I mean, obviously you want to be the two-away player, but if you're the four-way player, you're not doing too badly there because you get to double so aggressively. Like four-way is sort of a nice score to be at relative to like how much you'd think it would be better than like five away and how much worse it would be than three away. So it's just like a little worse than three away and just like it's like a lot better than five away if that makes sense. Oh, great shot by John. Is he going to get this one out of 20 that I referred to? See, like if Doug had locked up the board earlier, it would be like Jin now with that stray six. No, John has some slimy potential here. I mean, I guess. Okay. Picks up the blood. I probably would minimize shots there. Would have got hit anyways. Okay, now Dougie gets to hit and get a builder in the zone. Good. And then he gets to not cover, but gets a builder in the zone. Good. And he gets to cover and make some play that leaves zero blot numbers. So I guess it's cover with the two and then play 5 to 4 with the one. Yeah, like this. It's so very even up top, A little hard to see leaving a shot anytime soon. That was a good heads up. I mean, it's not a big deal covering the other way, I think, but might as well get it right. Tiny race chances, but Dougie's probably counting his chickens. We can maybe take a look at some of these decisions. Yeah, so the 3-1 by John, I'm pretty sure, is a big error. Some of the cube action was a little unclear. Yeah, we'll take a quick look. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. But there was definitely some, at least in like the first game or two I looked at, there was definitely some pretty unclear stuff, So we can go to XG mode. And analyze this guy. Okie dokie. Let's exit out of here. Actually, while it's analyzing, why don't we do one thing on Hub? There's this daily puzzle, which is non-obvious today. So 0, 0, 0, 0, and a 7. Very money-like score. I see. The temptation is to run off the anchor here, I guess, which arguably wins more. But you're paying a lot of gammons that way versus, I don't know, this and minimizing shots. Although you could do this also. 15 shots either way. Yeah, maybe this actually. Well, you still can win here. I mean, you're still in the race if you get missed, and if you get hit, you can enter on the 4-point say, and then win the race. Still win the race from there. So actually, I don't think this does that badly for the win. And it seems like it seems like it gets gammoned quite a bit less than this, where black is attacking with a vengeance against this really weak white board. Yeah. Wouldn't say I'm super sure about this, but I think I want this 5. And I guess I don't want a blot in my board. No, this does help. This does help build the board, so it could be good. Hope I don't get this wrong because I choose the wrong ace here. Because there's sort of arguments, this kind of, like this is closer to home, easier to clean up next turn. I mean, this is the same number of shots, but a little bit better coverage at this point. And 6/6 for white plays better next turn if you do this. If you get missed. What's wrong with this though? Oh, you hit back. You don't want the blot there. Yeah. I mean, I'm not totally sure, but I am going to dismiss this. I'm going to try this, but I'm not really sure about this at all. Okay, it is correct. So let's see what the computer says. Okay, yeah, running is the blunder. This is the GNU analysis. Running is the blunder. All the aces are close enough that all the reasonable aces are close enough that this does count as correct because it's within 0.02. And actually, GNU might be wrong here. If you roll it out, they might get a different order. But anyways, let's take a look at some of those decisions from the match. Let's see, we picked it up. You picked it up here. Yeah, I thought this might be a take. So let's see. Let's put John on the bottom. Right. There's only 3 cover numbers for the 3-point. So probably what happens is black picks up this blot in some fashion. It's like a 6-2. And then white still is in the race, and black has all this stuff to clear. So white's going to get all these these 2 and 4 number shots for a few turns, or he can center and win the race. So he's enough going on here. And this is, there's a chance that black doesn't get to pick up the blot. Say white rolls 6-5 or something. White could hit with this nice 5-point board. So I can believe it. So what happened in the 1-1 game? Oh yeah, the 6-3 was sort of interesting. Okay, everything's pretty close. Yeah, at the time I thought 13-7, 6-3, but it's not great because it doesn't get the back man going and it sort of hits off the wrong point. But distributionally, it's nice. And it's sort of good to take away half of white's roll when he has decent build power. 13-4 is good too, hits off the better point for a little more risk. 24-15 does something productive at that sort of minimal risk. Duplicates 3s a little bit. Computer thinks it's all very close. So yeah, I thought hitting twice was a play here. It's not correct though. Yeah, I thought maybe this was a play, but the computer just locks up the nice point and plays 23-21. Oh, getting in range of all these blots. Right, so if white enters, he's still going to have all these problems there. So that's why it's sort of better than John's 13-11. That's interesting. 13-11 is a good builder for the 5, though. Oh yeah, the 5-4. I don't know. I might have ended up making the 2 here. There's a blunder as well as John's play. So what is the computer goes after this. I see. It's a tough play to make. John actually had this on the board, but he dismissed it. I probably would have dismissed it too, based on the fact that it's a double shot plus 1-1. 2-2 probably hits on the other side of the board, and black has 4 blots, but it's awesome when it works. As opposed to this, where, I don't know, he's hitting or anchoring a lot of the time. As opposed to this, where he's just anchoring a lot of the time. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how many people are finding this play. Top players, I think, are finding this play, but it's sometimes. But it's pretty tough. Get to give up all this structure, give up this tremendous structure to hit twice, leaving a double shot. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people would have played it like John. Oh yeah, the computer wants to escape these guys, as opposed to this hit, which doesn't do that much. Yeah, sort of. You're getting both guys. The computer's play is kind of nice, right? It gets both guys to the edge of the prime, basically. Okay, you're getting attack some, but often you get hit with, say, a 4-3. You got some return shots and some good anchoring numbers there. So having both guys up at the edge of the prime is sort of pretty valuable there. All right, he gets out of there. Shouldn't. Oh, again, wants to do the escape work against this nice 4 prime. Yeah, white should cube this. Yeah, and then I mean this is sort of a clear plan, right? It's not many shots because threes enter and threes hit. It's only like 3-3, 4-3 that hit. And you just got a pretty powerful situation on the dances, at least. On the non-anchor numbers, I should say. Yeah, get cube again, fine. And then yeah, look like double pass. It's almost too good. Yeah, this is a take. I wonder if Dougie was thinking about the score, this 8 away, 7 away score. Well, you should maybe be a little conservative, but not this conservative. Like white has this decent holding game. Black still has all this lumber to bring around, and it's only a 2-point board. So for instance, I think this would be a bigger take for money than at this 8 away, 7 away score, and maybe not a double. Let's take a quick look at that. At the score, it's a double by 0.05. Yeah, see, for money, it's a lot. It's a bit closer, and it's a much bigger take. So we're seeing this. So it matters quite a bit, right? It matters like 0.1 on the take pass, anyways. How much the position is worth after double take, right? So I think the way you want to think about that is black is 8 away, and he's losing the match. So I think both of those are pretty solid reasons. Both of those are pretty solid reasons. 1 to double, and 2 for white to be a little more conservative than usual when deciding whether to take. Like, okay, so you double and win a gammon, you get to this comfortable like 4 away score. So that's pretty nice in a gammonish position. Not that this is super gammonish, but 17% gammons here, which ain't nothing. In fact, that's about what it is on the opening roll. I don't know. How many cubeless gammons do you win from the opening roll? I think it's like 16 or 17 or something. I mean, this isn't a great. This is, black has doubles here, so this isn't a great evaluation. No, it's only 14%. Oh yeah, I remember this. Yeah. It's like 27 or 28% of games end in a gammon, cubeless gammon from the opening. Starting starting from the opening roll. So that's actually more. So if you're winning 70% gammon, it's actually more gammonish than usual. Anywho, let's go back to the match. Right, yeah, you hit here like we talked about. Fine. 13 to 7 squared, making a nice 4 prize better. Good, and then we thought double. Oh, I thought double pass. It was close take. Oh, okay. Yeah, now the score is less of a big deal. It's quite money-like, I think. 7 away, 7 away. Maybe you should be a little conservative at the score, I think I remember. At least the computer thinks so. But yeah, obviously black has a nice edge. Computer thinks white can get sort of enough, like, I don't know, enough play out of his front position, enough play out of like the fact that he might get a second anchor at some point. I guess I can buy it. I think this was the one during the match I said, like, if I'm wrong, it's double take. So I guess I was a little unsure about the pass at the time. Oh, great shot, and then yeah, double pass makes sense. Looks like players are playing good. Fine. He probably supposed to make the 2 here. Okay, yeah, we'll like something slightly different. It's all very close. Yeah, but now black has to do this because white left the blots. Yeah, obviously can't hit here. Obviously 11 to 2. Oh, then the double ones. What's the double ones? 3 to 1 squared. Yeah, John had stuff like this on the board. Okay. Oh, huh. Okay, so 6 to 2 is a play, like I mentioned. Right, so obviously you're screwing up your board a little bit. You might get to put it back together. The real benefit is, though, you're down in the race and you're keeping this point 6 away from the anchor. So you're putting more pressure on that. There's more contact here. One nice thing about John's play is, though, it fixes the timing issues a little bit as well as keeping the board together. Right now he has sort of more checkers to play and sort of keep some semblance of a position because he's already spent 4 pips in the outfield, like here. Okay, 2-2. Okay, Dougie starts disengaging. John puts his board together. Yeah, that's a nice 2-1 play. 3-1. Okay, 5. Oh, what do you do with the? Okay, 5. Yeah, 5-2. You make this, and then there's another 5-2 coming up, right? Okay, 11 to 4. Okay, so all 3 plans are pretty close. I guess 20 to 13 is the wrong one. Giving up sort of that long-term anchor and possibly getting attack back there. Or I guess white's happy to hit with stuff like 4-1, 4-2, definitely 4-3. Actually, 4-4 covers too. So I guess this is a little too dangerous. The computer doesn't mind leaving the shot here. Also doesn't mind John's play of busting the board too much. You know, probably this is better. This or this. But yeah, John's play just not getting hit in the outfield, keeping all the defensive assets isn't too bad. Good shot by Dougie. Then you do hit here for the Gamons and a little bit for the win. Takes him out of the race. Okay. Oh, this is probably something cubeless going on here. I'm sorry, cubeful going on here. Like picking up's pretty reasonable. But maybe you get in a good cube if like you do something like this and then white dances. I don't think you get it in right away though. Maybe you can threaten to close that next turn and get in a good cube. Huh. I probably would have ended up doing this like John also. Let's see, cube full. Yeah, cube full. Actually, cubeless. Cubeless John's play is better. Minus 0.22 to minus 0.24. So what that means is the computer is seeing more good cubes down the line for John after this, more efficient cubes. I can't cube. I don't think he can cube right away though. At this 4-2 score. Yeah, I can't cube right away. I guess the idea that like, oh, next turn he's gonna roll like a 3-1 or something, and then do this, and then get in a good cube the next turn. No, not even. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. So it surprises me. This would be an okay cube for money, but at this when you don't recube up 4-2, you know. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Anyways, Dougie wins 4-4. Yeah, 3-3. I didn't like this 3-3 by Dougie. Because I don't mind giving up the 8 for the 5, but I don't like leaving a shot on the 8 to do that. And he's sort of foregoing making the nice 10 point here, unstacking the heavy midpoint at the same time. So there's a lot. This play has a lot going for it. Hit 2-1. Yeah, you hit 6-3. Oh, I would have done what John did. I mean, this is pretty clean looking. Like 10-7 is sort of a good 3, but isn't 24-21 a really good 3 too? Getting all the backmen out. Well up in the race. Let's see, 6-4-5-5 that hits that guy on the 10. I guess White's hitting with 2s also. 5s obviously too, but he's getting hit with 5s after the other play too. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, I'm not seeing the big deal here. Like they both look like quite productive 3s. I would have thought 24-21 was the more productive 3 than 10-7. But I guess against the stronger board, the computer wants to conserve blots and shots, you know. But even when you get hit in the outfield, say you get hit with a 4-5, you don't mind having the checker up here because you might anchor there. Yeah, I really don't get this. It loses more gammons, which I get. All right, yeah, 6-3, a 13-10, or 17-14. They're all kind of good. Guess it doesn't like 6-3. But I see what John did. He wanted to keep his midpoint, you know. It is a triple shot kind of though. 2s, 3s, and 5s can hit. So the computer either prefers this or this. Yeah, this looks a little suspicious. Okay, John should hit twice, but he picks up. Should make the 4, which he does. Yeah, Dougie plays 13-8 here weirdly when 15-10 is a lot safer. Yeah, definitely 17. Definitely hit off the 17 here. Yeah, I mean, John's play is just purely destructive, you know. And hitting off the 17 isn't all that great because you're giving up your anchor to do it, but it's better than giving up a point. And hitting is both a good and bad thing. It's not like super dangerous to do it here, even though you're outboarded. Yeah, and if you don't do that, you hit off the 10. Or even like 6-2 is probably better. I don't know. Yeah, maybe slightly. Yeah, sort of similar stuff here. It's a little dangerous to hit, but everything else is pretty bad. Yeah, Yeah, this is a good reference position to know. It's double take for money, but the double's pretty close. That was split with a 3-2, then double twos, then dance. Oh yeah, this was the 5-5. Yeah, this is really bad. Yeah, you can do this, and then you're usually doubling next turn. Here, you could double next turn, but it's such an easy take as the 5 point's going to stay open for a while. Yeah, this better stuff here. Yeah, clear the 10s best. Getting great builders for the 5. Clear that problem points. I might have ended up doing this. Cubeless, this might be better. No. Yeah, maybe you could even cube a small number here. If you just play safely. But yeah, covering the ace just leaves all the problems. Not that covering the ace is a bad thing here. It's just there's better stuff you can do. Yeah, double's okay. It's a little light apparently. Very easy take, good. 6-1, 7-1, 3-2. Oh, right. This is the problem. Right. So he broke down his board and then gave white the opportunity to split with a 1. Probably white splitting with a 3 and 4-5 also, given these blots in the board. Yeah, and obviously should lock up the 1 instead of playing 8-2. And then okay, so yeah, he's forced to leave a double shot. No, it is a take. Why is this a take? I thought I had a good handle on the math. So the take, okay, so he wins 36. Yeah, so the take point is around 32. I got that correct. So he basically needs to win 12 games out of 36 in order to take this. It's a little bit closer on a rollout, I guess. But he still wins the requisite 12 games out of 36. So I reasoned that there's 20 hits here. And black, so 20 out of 36. I thought black is only winning about one of those, 1 out of 36 there. So in order to get to 12 out of 36, he needs to win 11 out of the 16 misses, which I didn't think he quite did. I mean, he's a favorite on the misses, but I didn't think he was like a big favorite on the misses. Maybe that's where I'm going wrong. Maybe given that like most of the misses dance. So he's kind of a solid favorite on those. The non-dance, the white enters on the 5. And then black is still a favorite. Say white hits with an average number. 3-6. Goes double take. Black hits with a 3-6. Oh, white. Okay. I guess that's part of where I'm wrong. Black wins 2 or 3 of the 20 hits. Right, he's over 10% on a number like 3-6. Because he can enter right away and cause black some problems. So he wins like 2. Okay, so he wins 2 out of the 20 hits, because there's some like awesome hits like 3-1. Okay, so it was 2. So he needs to win 10 out of the 16 misses. That does seem more doable. Okay, that's where I was going wrong. So that's the kind of math that you can sort of, if you have a position like that where you can kind of bifurcate the numbers into hits versus non-hits, sometimes you can get like a decent handle on stuff by going through the numbers like that. The math isn't that hard, right? You break it down into 36, And say for money, you say, okay, do I win 9 out of 36 cube full, you know? Or maybe 8 out of 36 cubeless if you want to think about it that way. So you can sort of do stuff like that. And then there, yeah, I kind of got it wrong just because I had my numbers wrong. But if I had the numbers closer to correct, it would have given me a more decent handle on it. But anyways, good take by John. He would have outplayed me there. And then we saw what happened. I mean, he got both guys hit, and then he still got some like win chances out of it. Like here, great shot. And then yeah, I would probably, well, I don't know about this. This seems tough, right? You're leaving a double shot here, but twos are duplicated, but you get to keep your 3-point board, and you get, if on the misses, you get to clean this guy up. Whereas you get away with this. Oh no, this looks really. I'm sorry, no, this. You get away with this. It's still pretty hard to. It's pretty hard to do anything, you know. But it's safer for a turn. And then yeah, Dougie just nicely plays safely and wins. All right, well, congrats to Dougie. Yeah, good job, John, from coming this far. And yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you get something out of this. I'm going to sign off now, but I will see you next time.